my heart and soul, I guess. Well, I guess we started off as a BMX store about 10 years ago. A bunch of my mates were finding it hard to get the parts they wanted for their bikes, and so I had some pretty good contacts in the industry, so I just thought, let's do it. This was almost pre-internet sales sort of thing, so it was quite hard to access stuff. Yeah, so I saved up and went for it. It is predominantly a BMX and skateboard shop with a few other services on the side. Like we've got a workshop it is BMX sort of specific, I guess, mostly. We serve hot and strong coffee. We've got some bit of apparel, some shoes, and a bunch of skateboards and skateboard accessories as well. Some drinks and a fair few good times as well. Yeah, I don't know, that's what we are. Purely because that's the stuff I do and like. It's not really, it is a chosen path, but it's just a path that's chosen me, and I'm on it, and that's what I am, and that's what this is. We got our coffee machine and started making coffees due to the fact that we moved to a new premises, and it just lent towards us offering that extra service, and so we thought about it, and then we didn't think about it too long and we went for it. It definitely adds a different element, and it's nice, like, especially when like mums and dads are in here and we just go, oh, do you want a coffee? Just give them a coffee, and it just makes them feel so much more at ease, and then we can get the message across, and it takes the tension out of the situation, which is a good little thing as well as a side bonus, and it's really good coffee. We now have a bike hire service. We have 26-inch sort of cruiser BMXs and 20-inch, sort of all-round, sort of fairly high-end $1,000 bikes to hire out. And it sort of came about from people from interstate or more from backpacker sort of crew come from overseas that couldn't bring their bike, and just saying, oh, those jumps down the road are awesome, or West Beach Skate Park looks incredible, I'd love to have a ride, have you got something? And a couple of times we've let them borrow our personal bikes, but it's not an ideal situation. So we got some bikes and started doing the hire thing. And 26 inches, generally BMXers and people that travel in packs, there's usually a mate that doesn't actually ride or skate. So that's a cool thing for them to get around and hang around with their mates rather than wait for them to come back from having their bike fun. Our workshop has got a couple of large openings that we've made some gates, I guess. They're like gates to a dungeon or a castle with which we made most of it. Well, not most of the gates aren't, but like the way the mechanism works is made out of upcycled bike parts, and it has a counterbalance, and so it makes this big heavy gate work nice and easily without much strength involved, because we don't want to waste our strength on stuff other than riding and skating these days, pretty much. And we just did that, so if we have parties we can chuck everything in the workshop and it's locked away and safe, so it can't get knocked over or knocked off. And then once we finished that, we made this beautiful ramp, and if you want to come and have a roll, be nice and we might think about it. I've always been an advocate of letting the general public know that BMXers and skateboarders aren't criminals and scumbags and druggies and this and that. Our main activity is having fun with our mates and have good times. That's what it's all about for me, like riding and skating and all the other sort of like activities. It's just about the social, the camaraderie and the joint experience. It doesn't even matter about the tool you're using. Could be bike, skateboard, mountain bike. It's just about having a good time with your friends and good experience.